This podcast is rated G for general audiences. All ages admitted.
Mission 250.
Welcome to the Mission 250 Filmcast, where we are watching every movie on the top 250 movies of all time list according to IMDb. TC, how's that list going so far?
Oh, this is great.
Yeah. I'm one of your hosts, Denny, and joining me are
John,
TZ.
And this week, we are watching number 162, Finding Nemo, which was made in 2003. The synopsis is, after his son is captured in the Great Barrier Reef and taken to Sydney, a timid clownfish sets out on a journey to bring him home. TC, would you want to describe what we do on this podcast each week?
Sure. About a year and a half ago, we froze the top 250 list. Is it still a year and a half ago? I don't know.
I think we should always say
Oh,
a
he
year and a
did.
half
I think
ago.
it's just a year and a half ago.
I
About a
think
year and a
that's
half
what
ago,
it
like
always
4
should be.
years in. Yeah. About a year and a half ago, we froze it. Yeah, we took a list that's supposedly users make from IMDb, and we froze it. We're going backwards from 250 to 1. Every week, we watch a movie. We learn about stuff from Denny, and then we chit-chat. That's about That's about it.
Yeah, and this week it's my turn. So I'm going to say...
Go, Denny.
Yeah, I'm not going to have very much on this one.
Oh,
I was in college when this movie came out, so I never saw it, which is weird.
Really?
I thought I had, because I've definitely seen a couple parts, but I've never watched the whole thing through.
Wow,
So-
that's impressive.
did you buy the DVD when it came out but didn't watch it?
No, I was
I did
like
not
fresh
know.
in college, so I had $0 and no DVD player or anything like that.
Oh, you were broke.
Yeah. So I thought it was pretty funny, and I thought it was very pretty, but I thought for a Pixar movie, the drama stuff was pretty bad. I didn't give a shit about anybody.
Oh.
The dad.
Bleep.
I didn't give a dang
Let's keep this
hoo-ha
clean,
about
Denny,
the
remember?
dad.
Yeah, what did you say, Denny? Let's keep it clean. And then,
It's
hey,
impossible. I'm
1
so used
minute
to
in,
swearing
he's
into this microphone.
just got all sorts of crap.
I got the headphones on. I'm in swear mode right now.
Yeah. So you didn't like it that much, then?
I liked it pretty good. But I mean, as a
Well, you didn't
Pixar
like
movie.
it. You did, but you're just saying you're emotionally jaded and a shell of a man.
No, I just thought the drama
that's
was terrible.
exactly what he said, John.
That's what I thought. That's what I heard.
Absolutely.
Compared to Up, which borderline makes you cry in the first 5 minutes, this one is even worse because, like, his wife and all of his kids, like 1,000 kids, die.
Massacre. He started the massacre.
And I didn't care.
Didn't care.
Didn't care one bit. Didn't care about the dad. Thought the voice actor for the dad was not good. He annoyed me. His character annoyed me.
Wow.
He
Lots
didn't,
of good.
he didn't do anything funny. Dory was hilarious. I saw Finding Dory, and I did not like that movie, but she's actually good in this one, I thought, because she's a side character and doesn't like focus on her the entire time.
Yeah, no, she's good as more of the companion. Yeah,
Yeah. And Nemo himself was kind of annoying too, but he was surrounded with a bunch of funny people.
Like
So
the turtles.
I liked his parts. I don't know. I thought, funny, pretty, bad drama. Who wants to go next?
that will be.
I
quick
kind of
one.
figured this would be a quick one. Yeah.
You guys want to talk about why you would go in the little tunnel with the jellyfish and stuff? You want to do that?
Not really.
Not really.
I mean, this is not a movie for adults, really. I mean, it is. If you have kids, I feel like this would be good to watch with your kid, maybe, but you're not intentionally going to this movie on your own as an adult, are you?
I would if it came out now. I went to go see Finding Dory. I didn't even see the first one, so I definitely
I guess
would.
I differ from you, but
This is the first time you've seen it, Denny?
First time
all
from front to
told?
back. I have seen
okay.
bits. I've definitely seen at least footage from the jellyfish scene before.
right.
And I've heard a lot of things, like a lot of quotes from it and stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
I feel like you'd have to. It's not even
But
possible.
it was weird because I was like, I feel like I'd seen this, but I definitely haven't seen like half of it. Like every 30 seconds, I'm like, I've never seen that before. And then like another 30 seconds would go by. I'm like, oh, I've heard that before. Have I seen this? I don't understand what's going on because I usually remember movies really well. And I just came to the conclusion that I've never seen this movie before.
Right, but it's probably been referenced.
I mean,
so much
college
or- yeah.
years, I could totally see,
Yeah. You're trying
Like,
to be cool.
you know.
You're watching Tarantino and stuff. There's no room for this crap.
yeah, but you're like, doing something you're not supposed to be doing. You're like, hey, man, let's watch that one. And then it goes on for, 45 minutes and you haven't watched a lick of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that situation.
Yeah.
I'm doing my best not to swear.
Yes, you're doing a good job.
Or say
Your best
anything
is perfect.
foul.
No swear so far. Very good. I don't know, John. What do you think?
Well, I'll go positive, just to
That's
be
good.
different. While we're talking about being a rebel. Yeah, that's me.
To be clear, I am positive. Funny and pretty.
Yeah,
That's all
I mean,
you
he
need.
wasn't saying it was terrible.
You're definitely right. It's beautiful. And I think it's pretty cool to tackle, I think, not it's the hardest thing, but it's not easy to do water and do, special effects with
And
water.
you're speaking from
computer
experience,
animations.
right?
So, yeah, but no, yeah, like me and those Pixar guys. Yeah. We hang out.
Yeah. You're really grinding it to the knuckles there.
Yeah. We get together. We talk about water a lot.
Yeah.
That in space, I would imagine.
No, but
Space is
so
easier than water. Is the
that's what's
consensus.
kind of cool. It's like they decided to do some challenging things right off the bat. I think the decisions to try to, maybe the drama didn't work for you, but to me it kind of did, where I think they wanted to convey how precarious life is in the ocean, and how scary it can be.
I kind of lose it there just by when you the pause and then in the ocean, you're like, well,
in the ocean,
it's people. They're supposed to be people,
everywhere.
right?
Yeah, it's everywhere. It's precarious everywhere, but it's just, I don't know. For here, they I think what they were maybe trying to capitalize on a little bit is kind of the kind of Jaws thing, the sort of fear of the depths, and because they made some pretty, the sharks are pretty frightening looking, and the anglerfish is pretty scary.
Yeah, anglerfish is freaky for sure.
Yeah, I was a little worried about Samantha, but she held it together okay. But man, there's as far as toothy monsters go, there's some seriously toothy monsters in this movie, between the sharks and the anglerfish, and there's so many I agree. There's
and
a
the
lot
little
of good,
girl.
Yeah.
She's a toothy little monster.
That's true, with the braces. Yeah. With the psycho music every time she comes in.
Pretty funny. I like that.
Yeah, there was a lot of funny parts. And,
Yeah.
And I say this with monsters in any Pixar movie. I've seen this one countless times, so it's hard to judge it. It's hard to say how I feel about it anymore, because it's I've seen it so many times I don't know anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So that's always kind of difficult. But I think when I first saw it, I really was affected by it. Got kind of teary-eyed about the sun stuff, and this idea of how the life is dangerous, but that you still have to somehow come to some kind of terms with that and with the people you love and let them take risks.
Good morals, yes, definitely.
Yeah. Let it go, Denny. Let it go.
Oh,
Anyway,
no. Not that one.
can't
We're not
do
doing
it.
that one. That one's not on the list, John.
I can't get done. No.
I'm not in the supermarket. I should never hear that song outside of the supermarket.
I know, but there's so many little funny parts. I still sometimes feel like when I see these Pixar movies over and over again, it might just be that I'm seeing them over and over again. But compared to some other animated movies,
Why are you watching them over and over again?
I have a child.
Yeah, but this one came out in 2003.
Yeah, but they're still good. We watch Sam likes Cars now a lot, mainly because I think her preschool buddy likes Cars a lot, so she wants to watch it now.
Oh, nice.
So we watch. They're good films. They're really quality made. The stories are interesting. They try to have some depth to them, in terms of dealing with different kinds of life issues. We watch Inside Out a lot too, because that's a great sort of introduction to emotions and things like that.
Yeah.
Not on the list either.
Wait, that one is. Yeah, it is.
Is it? Are we?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I think it is.
Well, Sam can give a review of that. But yeah, so I think, and there's tons and tons of really good comedic moments, but the movie feels like it drags sometimes. I don't know if it's I feel this watching a lot of Pixar movies. I don't know if it's just an editing thing or if it's just fatigue because I've seen it so many times. But somewhere around the middle, I start to get kind of tired. And it seems like there's always one more thing happening before you finally get to the end.
In the middle, John gets tired. That's not a good thing or a bad thing. It just happens.
Yeah, it just happens. I'm not saying.
Yeah.
But
I think I dozed off in midway.
But there's so many great comedic bits, like the fish that do impressions as a school. That's great. That's one of the parts I really liked. When they do the pirate ship and there's a fish that walks the plank and another fish that gets shot out of the cannon. It's just little details are kind of fun like that.
Yeah.
The turtles were cool. I thought that looked really cool, the way they're riding the current.
That did look cool. Did the big
I
turtle
just
not
like
annoy you though?
Stoners.
What?
Yeah, they're like stoners. Surfer bros.
It's just kind of
Hey,
fun.
bro, what's going on, bro?
That was the director, by the way, too, as the main turtle.
Yeah.
He didn't intend to keep his voice, but I guess it screened well in testing, so he did.
Well, when you make 10 times the amount of money, I guess it's a pretty good film. Jesus.
Yeah. But I thought all the voice acting was great. I like Albert Brooks, so maybe that helps that I like him.
I like him in other stuff, but I thought he was so grating in this movie. I was like, shut up, dude.
Just so worrying all the time.
And the thing is, too, I knew exactly where it was so heavy-handed in some of the parts where I knew exactly where the story arc was going the entire movie. So I was just kind of like, get to it, man. Like, get over yourself. Remove this, like, being a helicopter parent from your behavior and end the movie already, for fuck's sake. Oh, no.
Wow, you're no good at this, Stenny.
No,
Your own
no.
rule. You're failing at.
Oh, I'm terrible. All right. Beeps.
Why was Albert Brooks born Albert Einstein? That's what I want to know.
He was born?
His dad was Einstein.
Really?
So he was actually born Albert Einstein.
Am I believing you right now?
I'm not making it up. It's on the wiki.
Albert Brooks' dad is Albert Einstein?
No, he was born.
Albert Brooks, his last name is Einstein. His dad's last name. So he was born as Albert Einstein.
Yeah, well, that would have been tough. That would have been hard to live down as
That
a
would have
kid.
been a rough go. No wonder why I went to Brooks.
Yeah.
Born
So,
Einstein.
Einstein, what's the answer?
So, Albert,
Come on, Einstein,
Exactly.
2 plus 2.
Yeah, we don't want to hear about your film idea, Mr. Brooks. I mean, Einstein.
So William H. Macy originally did the voice, and apparently that didn't go well. So then they redid it. But you'd think he would do good, but maybe he was more whiny, kind of like he is in Fargo.
I can't even imagine what that would be like.
But I don't know. I think, and I also read in the trivia that the reason they decided, like originally it was going to be flashbacks.
Affleck.
Yeah.
With the clapter?
Yeah. Flashbacks.
No. Flashbacks with the clapter.
It was going to be flashbacks. This massacre was going to be a flashback, and you slowly piece together what happened. But then apparently people thought that Nemo's dad was too whiny, so they were like, "All right, well, we're going to hit him with the hard stuff so they understand why he's so whiny."
I got it, but I still thought he was too whiny. Freaking Marlon, what a jerk! TC, what do you think?
About what, the movie?
Yes, about Marlon, about Albert Brooks.
Oh, I don't know. Couldn't care less. I wasn't watching this one very closely. I've also seen it too many times.
Did you like it when you first saw it?
Whether it was on a train or it was on TBS, or I don't know. I couldn't care less about this one.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, John, I
barely
should cut you
watched it.
off. What else you got to say?
Barely watched it.
like the Fish Eaters Anonymous was the whole. I like the whole bit. I like the sharks.
Did you like it how they turned into like crackheads when they smelled the blood?
Well, yeah, that's kind of, again, they had the whole, they're trying to, overcome their nature, and they still have the whole feeding frenzy thing. So yeah, that was kind of cool. Just kind of a neat concept to play off of.
Sharks in general.
Yeah.
Right? Play off of sharks.
They're scary looking too, man. I remember seeing the theater and being like, I thought they were scary.
They kind of reminded me of the weasels from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh,
especially the skinny one.
See that. Yeah.
Yeah. Fat one didn't look too scary because his head was too big and he was all Australian and stuff. You're like, oh, he's going to be friendly. He's Australian.
Yeah. I felt bad at the end. The very end cutscene, I felt bad for all the fish in the bags. I thought that was kind of a sad way to end it.
But you saw them swimming around afterwards.
Oh, did you? Oh,
yeah.
No, I didn't know. Like in the credits?
We didn't watch the credits?
No, I didn't. They
were
watch the
weird.
Credits.
Sully was in the credits for Monsters Incorporated.
Oh.
He swims across.
So they do get free. They don't show how they got free.
Yeah, I mean, there's a freaking puffer fish who just stab everybody with his little spines.
Oh, there you go. Okay, cool.
I'm surprised they didn't pop the bag on the way over to the water, like across the road.
He just had to remain calm. I thought that was funny too. He's like, oh, there I go.
Yeah. There were a lot of like celebrities in this movie that I did not recognize when the movie was going on.
Yeah,
Willem
just
Dafoe.
their voices. I didn't recognize Willem Dafoe.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe. Stephen Root is in this.
What else does Stephen?
I don't know
Root
who that
do?
is.
He was the guy who got shot in the neck in No Country for Old Men.
Okay.
You know, the boss guy.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Jeffrey Rush is in this movie.
Joffrey
Rush is in this movie.
Yeah, he's the. Which one is he? Is he the pelican or he's the crafty angelfish guy?
Nigel. I don't know who that is. Let me see. Finding Nemo. Nigel.
Stephen Root.
Milton. Oh, he's the pelican. Huh.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Pelican.
I did not recognize him, and you guys didn't either. Sounds like because it's just no voices
literally-
coming at me.
I think I played guitar
Australian.
throughout this whole movie. I don't think I watched any of it. I was just had it on.
Hey,
It's
as
like,
long as
all
you got
right,
to the
that
credits,
counts.
it counts.
That counts.
Yeah.
It's on. It's on. Hey, this look will sound good. Let me just play it this way. 10 minutes later, go by. Oh, look, another fish. That's cool.
What did you guys think? Or John, what did you think that was the prettiest scene in this movie?
Prettiest.
Prettiest.
I liked all the coral scenes, the coral reef type scenes, but that was just because there was so much going on.
Yeah.
But I thought that was
pretty
always
cool.
that was pretty damn amazing. And not necessarily pretty. I just liked when they went out of the water. It looks so realistic.
Yeah, kind of
contrast.
shockingly so.
Yeah. Apparently they had, again, trivia from IMDb that they had to actually make it even less realistic because it was too weird. That their water looked super realistic outside, and it made people think that they were like actually putting water there. So they like dumbed it down a little. But yeah, it was sort of shocking when they would come out of the water, and you just realize that that everything's kind of within the watery environment. Things are softened, so
and look kind of
was pretty
cartoony.
cool.
But when you get it, like, it's weird how they didn't make the buildings look cartoony at all.
Right,
because the people look cartoony, so it looks weird that weird looking
that
people
is
are
true.
in.
And the water didn't look cartoony at all, so that's weird too, right? So, yeah.
Dude, I swore when they were inside that whale's mouth, the water swishing back and forth, it looked real as hell. Like it's like, holy shit, is that just,
Yeah.
special effected in there?
How do I taste?
What? Is that alive in the movie?
A little weird when he's grabbing the tongue of the whale and he's having one of his little fits. He's
He's
"How do I
like smacking
taste?"
against the whiskers or whatever.
Smacking himself against the taste buds of the whale. How do I taste?
TC's just going the entire.
Yeah. I got nothing on this one.
nothing. I felt this one coming. And next week's going to be a weird one too because it's another cartoon.
Right. Although, yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, I only like a very, very niche amount of movies, apparently.
Apparently.
I like a lot of movies.
Cartoons kill you.
They do.
That's like the
They
worst.
really do.
thing, it
Has there
seems.
been a cartoon that you liked? I forget. Do we have...
You've been polite about a couple of them at least.
you were all right about Monsters Incorporated, I think. I think you were...
Yeah, I must have been
actively-
well rested that day.
Nice.
I watched this on Saturday, and I was barely paying attention, so it's clear. I thought I could pull some more out of my ass, but I'm sitting here like Beavis and Butthead.
Fish
That's about all
movie.
I got. Fish.
One of the parts
Fish.
too that kind of bugged me was in the beginning when he like picks up the egg of Nemo and was like, he says like, I promise I'll never let anything happen to you, Nemo, or
Yeah.
something like that.
Right.
You're like, you are not in the position to make promises like that, sir. You just let your wife and everyone else die. You're obviously bad at protecting. You probably promised your wife you'd protect her, and you failed.
Wow, this is getting really dark.
Oh,
Hey, that's what he says.
Tried.
You're a failure. You're a bum. You're a bum, dude. You can't take care of anyone.
He tried.
Yeah, but he tried and he failed, so he no longer gets to promise protection people anymore because he can't do it. He is incapable.
Wow. Ouch.
Hey, guy,
Wow.
we're going to find you a new task.
Hey.
You're not so good at this.
I like the whole story arc about how he learns himself to be more brave, and people tell tales about the little fish that went all the way to Australia to save his boy.
He's a little fish that
It
could.
was all sweet.
But Dory doesn't get any credit, does she? That's kind of bullshit.
No, but Dory.
Well, she
gets
doesn't
to
know
have-
anyway.
well,
She's out of her
yeah.
mind. So
Dory
it's
gets
all
to have a
good.
friend.
Yeah,
so that
and
she
until
becomes
she
part of
forgets
the
that she
family.
has one, that's all that matters.
Yeah, we don't know there's a love interest there that develops, possibly.
What? No.
You know,
What?
Yeah.
Nemo and Dory love interest? What?
no.
Marlin.
Nemo's dad, Marlin and Dory.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't think.
Shows how much I'm paying attention.
Wait, so in Finding Dory, she like gets her memory back? No, she finds
I
her
don't
family
remember.
or something.
Yeah,
I don't
she
know.
finds her mom and dad.
Yeah,
That's about it.
that's about it. Yeah, that movie was
Yeah.
weird. You see that one, TC?
What do you think?
Yes, you loved it. It was your favorite of the Pixars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Woo. Woo.
Yeah.
Wee.
John, you have a special
Yes.
segment. Would you want to get into that now? You want to introduce?
Yeah. So we're trying to do this with the animated movies or films that are appropriate. My daughter Samantha gives some exclusive interviews. So so I did an interview with her earlier today. So we can put that in here.
All right.
Hey, this is John, and I'm here with special guest Samantha. She's going to tell us what she thinks about the movie Finding Nemo. So, Sam, what did you think about the movie?
Well, I didn't like the dive
Oh, you didn't like the divers? Can you talk some more about the divers? Why didn't you like them?
because they took Nemo.
Yeah, that was pretty bad, huh?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Can you describe what happens in the movie to someone who hasn't seen it? What happens in Finding Nemo?
I like when Nemo came back to his dad.
Yeah, that was pretty neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was your favorite? So your favorite part of the movie was when Nemo comes back to his dad? Are there any parts of the movie you didn't like?
Yeah, I didn't like the sharks because they try to eat one more fish.
Oh, yeah. They had to try to eat one more fish.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did you like the sea turtles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
Okay.
I thought that was really funny when the tornado swim a long way.
Yeah. Let's see. Can you say anything else about Finding Nemo?
I like Nemo. I don't like the sea divers. I like Dory.
Dory, you like Dory?
Yeah.
Okay. So, is it one of your favorite movies?
Mhm.
Would you like to watch it again?
On after this day.
Oh, okay. Would you rather watch Frozen or Finding Nemo?
Well, on the weekend, I want to watch PG Mask on the weekend.
You'd rather watch PJ Masks right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you all done with the interview?
Nope.
Do you have anything else you'd like to say about Finding Nemo?
I don't. I didn't like. Well, Marlin was sad because the orange fish named Marlin was gone.
Oh, Marlin was sad? Well, he was sad because his son was gone, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. His son.
But the mommy fish was gone too.
Yeah, that was really sad, huh? At the beginning? Yeah. That was sad. Is this one of your favorite movies?
Yeah.
Would you place this on your top 250 list?
I want to get a card for my birthday.
Uh-huh.
But I'm going to tell about PG Mask.
Oh, that's your favorite show right now?
Mhm.
PJ Masks? Yeah, okay. So Finding Nemo's not as good as PJ Masks? Is it better than Paw Patrol?
I like Paw Patrol and PG Mask and Super Y and Finding Nemo. I love the movies
Okay.
or the TV show.
Well, thanks for doing this, Sam. Do you have anything else you'd like to add before it's time to go?
Lightning McQueen. He says, "Ka-chow."
Okay, cool. All right. Thanks, Sam. Say bye-bye to everyone.
Bye bye, everyone.
It might take a little more editing this time. I don't know, Denny. I haven't listened to it yet. She wouldn't stop touching the microphone. Like,
That could be funny.
The media, and I'm like, don't touch the microphone. She's like, ooh, this is the coolest thing ever.
He says,
then.
don't do it, so I'm
touch
going to do
this.
it.
You don't
Exactly.
touch this.
And then she pushes the
What you mean?
limit. Like, how about here? What if I touch it here?
That's
like,
still a
oh,
microphone,
I-
Samantha. Honey.
I see where our arguments are going to go to now.
Yeah.
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 So anyway, but yeah. So no,
But yeah,
think she's
I haven't heard
willing.
it yet, but I assume she's much more well-spoken than she was the time before. Because that was,
A little bit more. I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah.
that was, how long ago was that?
Nice.
That was like a half a year
How-
ago, something like that.
Yeah. So
Nice.
no, it's fun.
Well, that's good.
She's willing to do it, and we'll try to do it for the How to Train Your Dragon too.
And I'm sure, yeah, we are not the demographic for this movie, so that's good.
I am. I like it.
I'm
Just to
not.
reiterate. But I don't think
Yeah.
they're thinking about you when they're making these things, right?
I don't know. I mean, I just remember. I remember when these movies were coming out in the heyday at Pixar, and I still like it. I very much like it. I used to be so excited each summer because part of it maybe it was still just seeing these fantastic computer generated movies. It was just I don't know. It was just something very exciting to go see. I was big into it. And
And I mean, this one had to have been the best looking one because what did they have
Yeah.
before this? They had like Monsters Incorporated. It was pretty good, but it wasn't as good
Bug's
as
Life
this.
came right before this, and that one seemed to be quite forgettable.
But wasn't Bugs Life the second one? It
I
went
don't know.
Toy Story, Bugs Life, Toy Story 2, Monsters Incorporated, Finding Nemo.
Oh, okay. I thought
Uh-huh.
A Bug's Life. Sorry, Ayan. I thought A Bug's Life was right before this one, but I don't know.
Nope.
Maybe not.
There are two other
Okay.
ones in
I
front of
am
it.
wrong.
I don't remember. There you go.
How is Ratatouille not on this list? I don't understand it.
I love
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille.
Yeah.
I skipped that one.
The Incredibles also not on this list. I think Wally might be.
Oh, I'm surprised.
That was a good one.
I'm surprised
I like
The
that one.
Incredibles is not. Yeah, Wally's
Yeah.
great. I love Wally.
Toy Story 3 is really high up. Most of these are on here. This is
Yeah,
crazy.
Toy Story 1 is up there.
Yeah.
I learned that Joss Whedon wrote the script for that or helped
Did
write
he?
it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
for
there's
Toy
his
Story
name.
1.
That's weird. There was like a short movie that came with the Blu-ray on this one. I don't know if you guys watched it. It was called Knick Knack. Came out in
No.
like 89, or when did it come out? It came out like 89, I think is when it came out. And there you could actually see a lot of the things in the later movies in it, which is weird because they couldn't have planned it, but it wasn't very good.
So there's that.
So see
Yes.
it if you want.
So yeah.
It's on the DVD,
It's on the Blu-ray.
on the Blu-ray. Yeah.
Dad's lucky he didn't die from boat propeller. That's true.
That's
that was
true.
good. You're right there. You got a fact
Yeah,
there.
good
You checked that
observation.
off.
I highlighted
Yeah.
that one, and I could barely read it. So I was
Yeah.
like, oh, it's worth it. Nope. Not
Boy,
worth it.
is he lucky.
Yeah.
Woo.
Seriously, wouldn't that suck you in instead of pushing you out? That was my thought. I don't know.
What?
You know when
The propeller?
when Marlin's trying to chase Nemo and the boat propeller turns on, wouldn't it like suck
Right.
you in?
No.
Because it's
I
not
mean,
going
that's
yet?
That's the whole point of a propeller is it pushes the water away from the boat. That's what makes the boat go for.
Yeah, but doesn't it
you're a
have to give it
mechanical
some,
engineer.
I don't know.
What the hell?
He wasn't like right in front of
Doesn't
it. He was kind of on the side. Would have sucked him to the
Oh, I
side,
see
whipped him
what
around
you're
the
saying.
back.
If you're on
He's
the
being
side
too
or
much
the
of a
back.
mechanical engineer.
All
Yeah.
right.
Is he
Suck it
electric
around.
anyway?
I'm
What
electric.
kind of engineer are you? Oh, he's
Doesn't
electric.
matter. I'm an
All right.
engineer. Built stuff with my
Yeah.
hands.
I built stuff with my
Yeah.
hands. I get sucked into
Even
propellers.
though
all
your,
the time.
your hands on a mouse.
Yeah.
That's how you build stuff.
My mouse also
Hey.
building, and the computer also building. Very
If it turns
collaborative.
fast enough, it sucks your hand right in. I mean, come
Yep.
on.
That's why I only have one
Definite
hand.
information.
I know what
it's
I'm talking
information. I don't
Yeah.
know if it's correct information, but it's information.
about.
Okay, so
Bruce was named Bruce because of Jaws. You guys get that?
I had to look it up.
Is that what Jaws' names was in the thing?
When in this production,
Wow.
they named Jaws Jaws Bruce during the production of Jaws because that was the name of Steven Spielberg's lawyer, and it never worked,
Oh,
so they had to deal with him a lot.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
kind of a long explanation for that. How do you guys
All
do
right,
with
Bruce.
How do you guys do with teeth stuff in movies,
Teeth stuff.
such as
What does that mean?
drill
Like the
sounds
drilling?
and teeth?
Oh, I don't like that.
I don't like it
wasn't
either.
ba- It was, but there were some pretty funny bits with the dentist where
Although
they had the.
The funniest part was when the little girl was screaming when the fish was on her head, and the kid in the waiting room's mouth drops open.
Yeah,
I laughed
yeah,
really
that's
hard
pretty,
at that
pretty
one.
funny.
But the sound of the guy, of just like in the first scene when he's drilling the guy's teeth, like accidentally
I
rips
don't
his
like
tooth
that.
out. I'm like, I don't like this.
Yeah,
I don't like this one bit.
true.
Nope, that's
what-
too close
did
to
you
home.
close your eyes? Did you squirm?
No, never,
Right.
never.
Damn.
I think you did, John.
I didn't.
I have
I'm
a
fine.
couple of times in my life for movies, but I'm not going to mention them because this is a G.
This is a
G-rated.
G-rated show. Yeah,
G.
I think it's G.
There's blood
Is
in
it
it.
G?
Is it G?
it might be PG because it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
And
All
I
right.
mean, there's like child massacre right at the beginning. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Seriously.
Hmm.
Squishy. Did you think Squishy was funny? I thought that was pretty funny. Squishy.
Oh, when Dory was like, "You are a little squishy. I will call you Squishy, and you'll be my squishy."
Yeah.
yeah, that was cute.
Yeah. Cute.
She was great. Ellen
real
was great.
cute.
Like there was something in the IMDb trivia about how like the director saw Ellen like change the subject like 5 times in like 30 seconds or something. He's like, she should be Dory.
Yeah.
I like,
That's
watched
funny.
her on the Ellen show.
Apparently, too, the idea of speaking whale was like way down on a list of Dory's characteristics. And one day they just brought it up and they're like, "Would you speak whale?" And they thought she was going to say no, but she started doing it immediately. And they thought it was so good that they wrote it into the plot of the movie. Good old Ellen.
Hey, she was great.
She's a hell of a, she's a hell of an entertainer.
Yeah, I thought she was really good too. Better than most in the movie. I don't know. This movie has a pretty good ensemble. Main characters are boring. Would you agree, John, that the main characters are the worst part of this movie? Or no?
No.
No? Okay.
I'd say they're the least fun to be a
Maybe,
watching.
they're
Yeah.
least fun. I understand the warrior. I understand the warrior dad bit. So
And I understand
Yeah.
how you understand.
I know.
Because-
I'm a little bit, I'm probably annoying like he is. So, I'm trying to, we idiot warriors have to kind of stick together. I don't know. Kind of feel a little bit akin to that jerk that no
I
one
have
likes.
absolutely no idea what you guys are talking about, and I'm just going to leave it that way.
There is a line in this movie that I'm definitely taking from it and using it when someone's talking to me and I don't understand what they're saying. I'm going to like turn to somebody next to him and say, "It's like he's trying to speak to me."
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
I thought the scariest
Nice.
part of this movie was the whale shot, personally.
That was pretty scary. Yeah.
Just the scale of things underwater. Always like,
Yeah.
ugh.
Whoa, baby.
Like I'm always afraid of big things you can barely see underwater.
Right. So seeing this in the theater was like, again, impressive. Like the size of the fish and the way, even the sharks too, the way that they just sort of would like lurk was pretty spooky.
Yeah. What other? I felt like there were a lot of other classic movie references in this. The Here's Johnny, Here's Brucey or whatever.
Yeah, here's Brucey.
There was a shot of the seagulls that reminded me of the movie The Birds or Birds.
Oh, what'd you think of
Oh, really?
Seagulls? Did you? I
Seagulls?
thought that was pretty cool.
That was funny.
There's so many cool. And this is what's so great about Pixar movies. There's just so much. There's all these little splashes of creativity where, like, just this idea that the seagulls are like these mindless.
But when you look into it, it's not so much creativity. Well, I mean, depending on your
I don't
definition
know
of
what the word
creativity,
is.
it's stealing and combining things from other places,
Fair enough, probably.
which is not
yeah.
necessarily a bad thing. But it's not
No, but it's whatever it is. It's like it's just there's a lot of that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of these like, hey, what about this? and I really like that. Like the idea like that the seagulls are these mindless like things that are like seeking ownership of stuff.
Mine.
Modeled after the penguin from The Wrong Trousers too. Wallace and Gromit.
Oh, you're
All
right.
the seagulls. Yes.
The seagulls.
I don't know
The
about
penguin didn't
this.
speak though, right? Did he speak?
No, he didn't. So they
He was
speak a
just
little bit
shifty.
more. But by the way, also the commentary on this movie is the best commentary track I've ever seen, ever.
What?
Oh, really?
What it does is it's interactive while the movie is playing. Not only do you have the two writers and a production designer and like a voice actor on there, you have kind of concept art. You have pre-rendered photos. They talk about things and they show you what they mean. Like they're talking about
Wow.
the lighting in the movie, and like a little picture-in-picture thing on the bottom right shows up, and it's like, this is what this shot looks like without rendered lighting. This is what it looks like with this type of rendered lighting. When you add on this one, this is what it looks like. And it just like one after the others, you're like, oh my God, this is awesome. It's like, you don't have to, most commentary tracks, you could just not even watch the movie again, like not look at the screen. But this
Right.
one was like, I paused it a couple times just to look at stuff because it would show you so many cool things. so
That's
quickly.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Wow. That is
kind-
neat.
hopefully it didn't spoil me too much. I'm going to look into other Disney DVDs because I mean,
Yeah.
just for that, it was worth buying this.
Definitely
you know?
maybe the Pixar ones. This might be more of their thing to kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
do that.
Maybe just Pixar. But it's the same thing now, right? Maybe they do it for both. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But totally worth it. I don't know if you guys still have it. TC, you probably won't do it. But John, if you have it,
Nope.
it's pretty cool.
Well, we own it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Most purchased DVD of all time. Did you guys know that?
As of 2006.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
crazy.
that's
I was
been
reading that on
eclipsed
Wiki.
since then.
No, not for DVDs.
Yeah, I thought so.
Nope.
thought
I mean,
it'd been
eventually
eclipsed by
DVDs
now.
won't have a number, right?
That's
I
why
mean,
it will never be beat.
Yeah.
This, number
because
two
of
is
digital purchases.
because of
Yeah.
Blu-rays.
Yeah.
Or just- yeah.
DVD. I got
Any
I see.
other
Yeah.
reason.
The number one Blu-ray is something different. I think it was like Frozen or something like that.
That would be
Still
about
animated,
right.
though, huh?
But also less of that sold than this. Like less Blu-rays of Frozen were sold than Finding Nemo.
Really? Huh.
Finding Nemo is the winner. That's why it's on TV all the time, and everyone has it somewhere laying in their house on the
Nope.
ground.
Not me. Don't have it.
Maybe your mom has it somewhere.
Doubt it.
Really?
Highly doubt it.
Well, if she was to have any DVD, this one would be
Wasn't
the
this
highest
one. All right. Keep going.
chance. Jellyfish. That's the one I thought was the prettiest scene. That was great. I was
Yeah.
watching
yeah.
that on my big TV.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. I'm just going to keep talking at you guys. Interrupt me if you
That's
have things to
fine.
say. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
I
you do.
don't. I got
Don't.
nothing.
That is fine.
I'm useless on this one.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm doing really good on battery life, so I
Oh,
should
nice.
not. I should have not like sweated it when I didn't have my cord before.
Oh. John is on a
still, like,
timer, everyone. So it's,
71%.
it's kind of like a suspenseful movie this episode.
Yeah, I'm like an because I can't.
He's like it.
not like it. I am.
I'm not like.
I keep forgetting my power cord at work when I bring my computer home, and then I. Have
I'm going to bleep
stress
out that word, John, so you have to explain yourself to your daughter. in
I am a
however
boop.
long.
I am a boop. I'm not like a boop. I am
What
like
is
a
that?
boop.
Daddy. What
Yeah.
are you? Daddy's an idiot, sweetie.
Well, I knew that. Well, I know you know that, but I was telling you. I'm honest.
I know, Daddy. You'd be like, jeez, here we go.
Oh,
Yeah, right. You're not supposed to say that, honey. You're supposed to say, no, you're not, Daddy. But I get it.
Yeah.
The crabs, they were
Yeah,
funny.
they were funny. Yeah.
Hey,
I liked how I liked when they were the sort of montage-ish sort of thing when they're telling the different story. They're all these different sea critters are telling the story of Marlin, and they all are like sort of like different. Like they were the Southie Boston, the lobsters. The lobsters were Southies.
Oh yeah, of
Oh,
course
yeah.
And
they
that
were.
was funny.
Yeah,
Rats of the ocean
Yeah.
and be from Boston. Makes sense.
delicious rats.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there was, I thought that was fun too. They just sort of gave like fast takes of like all these different animals and giving them each sort of like some kind of like stereotypical personality. And that
From
was
where
fun.
they live
Yeah.
in real life.
Yeah.
But you think it's kind of weird how they're all in Australia, right? But everyone has, for the most part, like an American accent, like a United States
Well, they're not
accent.
all
or
in
like
Australia. It's just they end up in Australia at the
all the
end.
fish in the tank are all Australian, and all of them have American accents
Well, not all. How do we know they're all Australian?
because they're in Australia.
Yeah, they're in Australia, but they were all captured in different places, like Nemo was.
But then
Why
how
do
do
we
they?
care?
But they were all captured in places with people with American accents.
Yeah,
Yeah,
why not?
we don't
I
have
know.
none of the places where those types of
no,
fish
no,
have.
the angelfish did not have. The angelfish had an Australian accent,
Which
and
one
there was
the
a
angelfish?
French accent.
Oh, the
Like
shrimp.
the captain dude. The shrimp dude was French. So yeah,
Every
you had
line
a
the
number of
shrimp had,
different-
I laughed at. That was
He was funny. I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah, just munching the algae. Yeah. What else we got? So I think this is the record for the most, the least amount of notes I've had for a movie ever. In
Really?
all of the movies. It's like
And
a
yeah,
half a
you've talked
page.
so much.
I know. I'm a talented man. I just yammer. Part of the reason I wanted to do this, as you both know, is because I like talking, and most of the time I can't get people to listen to me for more than an hour at a time. But here,
So do a
you're forced to.
podcast. Go podcast, young man.
Exactly. Another shot that I noticed from another movie was when all the fish were swimming down. That kind of the bending wooden post pulley thing was from Jaws, when like Jaws was pulling down on the shark cage.
Oh, well,
Interesting.
Yeah. The last note I have is I was trying to sum up my feelings towards this movie, and I think the biggest problem is that there are too many scenes, and I'm sure, John, this is fine with you, but and it's probably like this is how you talk when you have kids, but there's too much of like, I love you, oh, I love you, I love you, Nemo, Dad, where's my dad, Nemo, oh, I
It's
love
like
you.
the Hobbit movies, like the Lord of the Rings. Like
Kind
for
of.
some reason, if you focus on that stuff, it can really bother you. Like I can
Yes.
do that with the Lord of the Rings movies too. They're just sort of sometimes they're like, oh, their relationship's really
Oh,
important.
Sam.
Let's don't forget the relationship. That's important. Here,
Yes.
see, watch, see, look. Yeah. If you focus on that stuff, it can get really irritating.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Any more thoughts before we get into some small amount of trivia?
Just did it again.
No, I mean,
He's
again, I
making
just-
that noise a record amount of times this episode.
yes.
How's that one?
We're gonna get like this is your cartoon dismissal.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
This is my snobbery.
I don't know. I didn't take that many. That's not true. I did take a decent amount of commentary stuff, but I didn't take nearly as much as I could have because I want to emphasize that if you have a fleeting interest in this movie and you have access to the Blu-ray, and even if you've never watched a commentary before, this would be one that would spoil you forever. Pretty much, it's the best one. You should definitely watch
Well,
it.
it's amazing what they've done. I mean, the artistry behind this is kind of easy to overlook. But it's pretty spectacular. Just not just the artistry, but the technology behind it. Like it took like days to render a frame.
Yeah, some
like,
frames took
wow.
4 days.
Like each frame of the movie could take like days to just render. So that's kind of amazing. Like this, how much computer power was just going into like making this thing.
Yeah, and some of the shots of the jellyfish were 800 jellyfish in a single shot. And they like individually made somewhere north of 7,000 models of jellyfish for that scene,
Oh, wow.
which is insane. They looked real. Those looked
Yeah.
very real.
I mean, yeah, and say what you want. Like, I mean, regardless of maybe how you feel about the characters, but like the models and the way things looked and moved and acted, all of that was great.
Except
there
for
wasn't-
the humans.
Well,
Pixar
yes,
does not
okay.
have a good track record. Why don't they use not stop motion, motion capture?
Yeah, I don't know.
They should. Like I thought, the fish animation, I agree, is fantastic. There's the scene where the scuba divers get Nemo and turn around and swims back, and it looks so rigid. You could almost see where
Yeah,
like
fair.
the axis of rotation of the guy is, you know?
Mhm.
Just being nitpicky. I don't know.
No, it's fair that the humans do stand out as not being very well done. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I think it works for the little girl because I did laugh at her like really unrealistic animations.
When they go for a more cartoonish look, like The Incredibles isn't going realistic with the human animations at all, and it works really well.
Yeah. Eric Bana was in this movie. Do you guys notice that? He was one of the sharks.
I know who that is.
Yeah, Eric Bana, he was the Hulk in the first Hulk movie.
Oh, okay.
Nothing? Still TC?
Well, I got to look him up. I have no idea.
You'll recognize him, I think.
Which shark was he? Was he Hammerhead or Hook Nose?
Oh, that guy. Yeah, that guy. All right.
He wasn't Bruce.
No.
He's an Aussie.
He is. Yeah, all the
He's
sharks
an
are
Aussie.
Aussies. I don't know, John. One of the two that's not the great white shark. They did a lot of improv and then animated over the improv they wanted to keep,
That's kind of cool.
which is good. I think they did that with Monsters Incorporated too.
Keeps it
So I wonder-
loose. Keeps it loose.
Yeah, I wonder about how, like, and I don't know if with any of these animated movies, like the voice work and getting the voice work to work really well, like how that, like who does that? Who wrangles the actors and like helps them? I don't know if that's the director, but it's kind of amazing in these films when it works well. If they probably have all of them in the same room when they're interacting, I
They
assume.
don't.
Right. So it's like, are they just like they're recording their parts individually?
Yeah.
And that's pretty amazing.
It is strange
when it
how
works well.
naturally
I mean,
it meshes together. Yeah.
yeah.
Albert Brooks actually came out and said he didn't like making this movie because he doesn't like not working with other people.
Yeah.
But I mean, the scenes where like Dory and Marlon are like arguing with each other, you cannot tell that they never see each other in real life.
Yeah, that's pretty fantastic. That takes like I'd imagine it takes a lot of talent to be able to pull that off. I think.
And who's the talent? It's probably the actors. It's got to be the actors, not so much the
Yeah, but I don't
direction.
know if there's like there's people directing them or coaching them along too, or there's stand-ins or something to help with, like somebody else is reading the other lines. I'd imagine, even if the other actors aren't there.
That's a good point.
But I don't know how like they pull that off. I mean, like Zootopia was great too. That was like the last animated movie that we watched. Or the voice acting was so great, and I think if it's bad, it's got to kill the whole thing. And so yeah, it's just I don't know what goes into that. It would just be kind of interesting to learn more about that.
Yeah, maybe they use all of the makers to do an entirely, like the same thing that happened with the turtle, like a fake, a placeholder voice, and they just replace them as they go along. And if it's good, they keep it, which is why they
Maybe
all end
so,
up
yeah.
being in the movie so frequently.
Yeah.
Like the writer of this movie was the school teacher, the Ray.
Oh, really? Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
And I actually
So
wrote down a note.
he-
I thought that was the guy that was the Yeti from Monsters Incorporated.
Yeah, I did too.
But you know who
No,
he was
yeah.
in this, and he was the School of Fish.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, he always has to be in a Pixar movie.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a rule.
Yeah, I actually had a note saying School of Fish equals Yeti again, which was false. A lot of the fish movement was done by software, and then they had to kill off the misbehaving fish. There was a quote in the commentary saying something like 100,000 digital fish died in the making of this movie. So screw you, PETA.
Don't worry, it was digital.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, that's funny.
Yeah. So the same thing with the anemones. It was 99% simulation. It was the same software that made Sully's hair in Monsters
Wait, what do
Incorporated.
you mean like 99% simulation? Like what's the other 1%? There's no real thing.
So
in
they
this
run the
film.
simulation. So for the anemones, it was 99% simulation. And then the ones that didn't work, since they had to be spaced that way, they animated the ones that weren't working.
So
they
they like hand put them in
animated it.
somehow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
So it was
Gotcha.
99% simulation, 1% animation for the anemones.
Right.
And then
Wow.
for the fish, they would run the simulations for like, wider shots. Like when the fish were trying to swim down, the one where you could see
Right,
them in the
right.
net pushing it down, that was simulation. And the ones that would like break the software,
Right.
they would just go in and delete them.
Right.
Take all the ones that looked weird out.
Wow.
And then for the close-up shots, they would have to individually animate the faces and all that stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah, saved a lot of time, apparently.
Yeah, but probably again, like a lot of real programming wizardry there, like figuring out how to like mathematically represent how the fish are supposed to move, but then add some kind of randomness to it.
Yeah. And this is this is Pixar. These guys are not renting software made by somebody else for this purpose. They're making it
No,
themselves.
they're coding it right there. Yeah.
The jellyfish scene was the hardest. Kind of obvious from my perspective. I don't know. Seemed like it would be the hardest. Looked the most real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brad Bird's kid, who's another Pixar director, played Squirt, who is the son of the bigger turtle.
Right. He was like executive producer on this one too, right?
Yeah.
Is
And-
Brad Bird the guy that got in big trouble? Or no?
I don't
That was
know.
Andrew Stanton, wasn't it?
No, Stanton was the director of this film.
Yeah, Pixar. Allegations. Gotta love it. John Lasseter. No, it wasn't anybody who worked on this
It
one.
was Lasseter. That was
He was
Lasseter.
a producer, I think. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Lasseter was the guy who had the big problems.
But like the little boy that did this movie, they said he was a total pro as opposed to Mary Gibbs, who was Boo in Monsters Incorporated, who would just run around the room and they'd have to they would get snippets of her in front of the microphone before she lost interest and just started running around because she was so small.
Nice.
Jeffrey Rush held his tongue for the voice of the pelican.
Well, when he had fish.
Oh,
in his
no
mouth.
shit.
When he had
That's
fish in his
funny.
mouth. Okay, I didn't catch that part. But
Yeah,
there was
that's
footage
funny.
of him in the sound
Holding his
studio.
tongue?
Yeah. And the
That's
people were like,
great.
look at this. This is an Oscar-winning actor holding his
Right.
tongue because we told him to.
Yeah.
Or he probably did it himself. He probably decided to do it himself.
No, he was told to.
No. Oh, he just told you, hold
Yeah.
your tongue. What?
Yeah.
What, mate? You want me to what, mate? Okay, fine. There's my Australian accent again coming up.
Yeah.
I'm
Mate,
talented too, you know.
the fish swimming down. I got two more, guys. Fish swimming down was taken from a real story where a bunch of fish somehow decided to swim opposed to the rope or whatever together, and they capsized a boat.
They did it?
They did it.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, fish.
Good job, fish. The reason they didn't capsize the boat in this is because one of the guys was a sailor that was working on it, and they said if you show a ship capsizing in a movie, it's bad luck for anybody who watches it.
Oh, no shit, huh?
Yeah, superstitious
Huh.
fishermen.
All right, whatever. Seem to be
Whatever.
best all the way around that you don't capsize the boat. You just break the equipment and everybody gets to live.
Yeah, but they die because they don't have any food or money to live.
well,
John.
then they get laid off and then they take to the alcohol and it's a longer.
They're
more
fishermen. They've
painful
already
story.
taken to the alcohol.
Well, right, but then then they just don't stop. I don't know.
Sounds about right.
If you guys were to guess what impact this movie had on fish owners after it came out, what would your assumption be?
None.
None.
Oh, meaning in terms of aquarium sales or fish sales?
Yeah, fish sales.
I mean, tons.
free-
I thought I heard
None.
afterwards there was this big balloon in clownfish sales and but not necessarily a good thing because nobody took care of them very well and all of that.
That is true, and that is weird because the freaking obvious moral of this story is let the fish go. Don't keep them in tanks.
Right. Poor little fish, don't put them in the tanks. But no, it's oh, they're pretty. I want one.
Yeah. Way to
I want my
go.
own Nemo.
Way to go, consumers, you freaking idiots. Yes, the population of clownfish dropped by 75% in some areas. And there were people that did the opposite. And they took fish that were dangerous to certain, the ocean and things, like certain areas. They'd put fish that weren't supposed to be there. And those fish would kill off other fish.
Oh, because they're setting fish free?
Yeah.
Leave the
It's
fish
just-
alone.
I watched a
Stupid all the
cartoon
way
and I'm going to
around.
do stuff now. I saw a cartoon and now I'm putting my fish in the ocean.
Be free, little fishies. Be free. You just wrecked the ecosystem. Way
Yeah.
to go. Good job.
Yeah. Those are freshwater fish, honey.
God, can you imagine how much of a pushover you are if you just watch a cartoon and you're like, I'm going to do something about this?
No, I don't know. I don't know if that's necessarily any worse than just never doing anything.
It is worse, John. It's obviously worse
Yeah,
from the
I guess
statistics.
so, but yeah.
From the fact that they were just killing fish with either decision.
Oh, I see this. Maybe I should go be active about it, but I'll probably get it wrong anyway, so I'm just gonna stay home.
How about you do it and do it right? How about that?
Yeah. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
It's hard, man.
And this other one's pretty funny too. There was a plumbing company that or a sewage treatment company that started putting labels on all of their parts to warn everybody that when you flush something down the drain, it does go to the ocean, but first it goes through a blender, pretty much.
Right. This is
So,
not
yeah,
the
you
path to freedom.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So all these, and on top of
terrible.
all the other fish letting loose and stealing fish, little kids were killing their fish by throwing them
Killing
down the
fish.
toilet.
But I wonder where to go, mommy. Oh, you dumb kid. No, you just killed that fish.
But then you have to lie to the
What?
kids so it doesn't feel that bad about it.
Yeah.
John,
Oh,
to a
man.
better place, hon. No, it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Don't you worry
Yeah.
about it.
No, they're out in the ocean. They're out.
Oh, yeah, made it to the ocean just like
And
that.
in
little
reality,
bits,
the fish
but, you
struggled
know.
until it was blended alive. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Thanks. They actually called it the movie Grinding Nemo because of that.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's bad. Even I'll say it.
Man.
That's pretty funny. I like that.
I kind of
Yeah.
like it too. It's funny.
Let's see.
It's clever.
That's all I got.
Thank God.
We stretched it out to 50 minutes. Good job, guys.
All right.
This is
Next
a tough
week.
one.
It was.
Oh wait, we got to do our top
So
250.
ignore
Do
it.
we? Do we, John? Do we?
Yeah.
John says yes.
Yeah,
TC
that's our
says no. I
job.
say no. Right?
Right.
What?
Yep.
John
that's
says
it.
yes.
Hey.
TC says no. I say
This
no.
is- This is a formal process now.
John.
All right,
Come on.
John, go ahead. Well, is it in the top 250 or not?
Well, let me think.
So what we do here, everybody, is then we take our opinions and then project them on the top 250 list and say if these movies belong on the list that we are watching.
Don't like. Anyway.
we don't
I
like
mean,
at all.
I
Done
mean,
this long enough
sorry.
that we don't like our own shtick anymore.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. The Kool-Aid is no longer doing the trick.
We're gonna have to limit it down. Let's. All right, I got an idea. Instead of doing the top 250, let's do the top 500 movies of all time. That'll change it up a bit.
All right. Let's
Smash
let's-
cut
let's-
to
let's-
me ruining his computer, just screaming, no, 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 no. No reason why. John, is this movie in the top 250?
Did you think about it?
Yes,
Did you have
it
enough-
is.
It is.
All
It
right.
is? Oh, it is.
No, it
that
isn't.
that wasn't the right question. It is in the top 250.
Mine. It's my
Of all
Do you think
time,
it
is it
should
in
be
your top 250
Yes.
of all time?
Yes. TC?
Negative.
Yes.
Oh, Denny, do you say yes?
I say no.
Oh.
I say no.
But I did like it. And I'm doing
Well,
it
I'm
only
glad you
because
liked it.
Ratatouille's not on the list. And I think Ratatouille's way better than this. This movie's great.
Ratatouille.
Funny. I'll probably watch it again. Who
I
knows?
won't.
Nope. Yeah. Any more? Nope. Next week,
Timmy?
guys. What?
Timmy, do you have any thoughts, Timmy?
Sorry, I was just getting up. I didn't know you guys were here.
Oh,
you don't
Timmy,
like the
you're speaking
cartoons
so
either?
clearly today.
Finding Nemo. All right.
Hasn't had a chance to have his drink yet. He
That's
just got
right.
up.
It's a little boozy. Find Nemo later.
Oh, God. I wish these movies were back to back. How to Train Your Dragon, 2010.
That's the next one?
yeah.
God damn it.
Have either of you guys seen this one?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
A hapless young Viking who aspires to hunt dragons becomes the unlikely friend of a young dragon himself and learns there may be more to the creature than he assumed.
All right, so just ask me right now if it's on the top 250 list, and we'll get it over with. You guys
I don't want to
can
hear
do
it.
a show
Spoilers,
next week.
TC, spoilers. Wait, TC, did you see this one?
No.
Sweet. Cool. At least you won't be bored by it this time. Thank you for listening. Go to our
Good one.
website, mission250filmcast.com.
Oh, yeah.
Our upcoming list is there, and all of our older episodes are there too. It's a very pretty website. Check it out. It's nice. Like us in your favorite podcast app. Go to Twitter and follow us. Go to Facebook and like us. Mission250filmcast@gmail.com if you want to say hello. That's it, I think. Unless you guys have other things to plug.
Negative.
No.
Next
All
week,
right.
guys. Next
Fair
week.
enough.
Yeah. See you guys next week.
Later.